Howdy, pards. Mr. Holster here, just having a little coffee in the Tackroom this morning. This is what I was going to talk about today. I talked about this briefly in my tirade on the sock show the other night. It's my new Gen 4 Glock 17 and the sights I put on it. And they're very nice. These are worn tactical sights. And they've got a tritium front night sight and just a black target sight on the rear. And they've got a very nice kind of a curvature here on the front side of the sight, which will make it easy to do one-handed manipulation of the slide on your jean pocket or belt or whatever. Really well done, well thought out sights. And it does have a nice white ring around the tritium on the front. Of course, these things, only time will tell how that holds up. A lot of them, sometimes they're plastic inserts that pop out, or they just tend to, the UV light and the effects of burnt powder on them getting into them, they kind of lose that white, bright white dot eventually. We'll see how this, I'll report later down the road after we've shot it quite a bit. I've been very pleased with this Glock 17. This is the fourth generation I've got. And you notice I have no back straps on it. It's just the G17 and the nude. And yeah, it fits really well. And of course, like all Glocks, it would be nice if it just filled in up here. And I have been thinking about buying one of those beaver tail. And I'm trying to think of the name of them, and it's just eluding me at the moment. I've thought about that, but it only attaches by the pin right here. I suppose I could silicone it down or something maybe. So I've been thinking about trying one of those and seeing if it doesn't give it a better grip angle, more like a 1911. I've never really liked the grip angle on the Glocks, the way they swoop in here and hump out in the back, but this is less than any of them without any back strap on them. And I find this, I shoot it incredibly well, so I probably shouldn't putz with it. You see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, well, I'm shooting it perfect. Yeah. But I've yet to take it down and shoot it with the new sights. So that's something I got to do. And I've been thinking about getting a mag well. And of course, all the mag wells out there end up creating the situation where it's difficult to get the magazine out if for some reason it won't come out due to a malfunction. And I've been thinking about getting one and customizing it with just a little bit of a spot for my finger to go in there is what I've been thinking about. And I've been looking at all the mag wells. There's a huge selection of them starting from $14 going up to $150. Yeah, which I can see the price jump when it goes from polymer to aluminum. I don't quite see the concept of putting an aluminum one on there since the thing's polymer. That kind of seems to me like it might be a little rough on the gun itself. That unless it fits really well and snug and doesn't move at all, it might create a situation where it might do damage to the gun itself, the polymer. So I'm thinking polymer. I'm kind of thinking polymer would be better. And looking at the alternatives and trying to decide whether to do it or not. And one of the reasons you do it is you force your hand. Your hand gets forced up by it, so between that and the top of the gun, you can only put it one place. And if it works right for your size hand, it's great. But if I put it on there and find it's forcing me up more than I want to be, well, then it was a waste of time. I got to take it off. I have done a little undercutting to the trigger guard here, but just on this one side to take off that edge that digs into my finger. It could be undercut more and give me more room for that finger, I guess, but again, I shoot it incredibly well. I hate to play with it too much. So all I did is take off that part that was digging in. And there I haven't gone back. I don't think I've shot it since I've done that. So that's something else to do. I thought about putting on a Larry Vickers mag release. But with the size of the grip the way it is, I really don't think I need to. I'm thinking that don't putz with it. It's just fine. You're not changing your grip one bit to use that, leave it. So I think that's what we're going to do. So the only real thing left to consider is the mag well, and I am considering changing the trigger. I've got a New York 2 trigger in here. I'm contemplating putting a New York 1 trigger in there and giving that a try because I've never tried one of those. And seeing if dropping it down a little bit, well, actually, it drops it down quite a bit. I think that's going to give it like, they say it's an 8-pound trigger, but I don't think so because this thing's like 7 pounds out of the box, regardless of what they say it is. It's like a 7-pound trigger out of the box, and the New York 2 tends to double it. It's way above 12 pounds because that's what my trigger scale goes to 12 pounds and it says over. So it's above 12 pounds with this in it. So I'm interested to pop that in there just to try it and see if my gauge will read it and what it's at. I might find that that's plenty enough trigger pull. But I don't know, I'm really liking this the way it is. Being an old revolver guy, you get that in there and I kind of like it. I don't know, I may not touch this one. I may have to go buy another one to try the New York 2 trigger out. If only I had the money. Well, there you go, guys. There's 6 minutes and 25 seconds of your life you'll never, ever get back again. And before I leave, and before you leave, I just want to let you know I'm having Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like my channel, please subscribe. And right now is a great time to subscribe because I'm having a contest. Yeah, it's called the American Gunfighter 5000 Sub Giveaway, where you can win a $350 gift certificate to Brownells. And all you got to do to get in my contest today is, number one, you got to be a subscriber. Yeah, you got to subscribe, or how do I get to 5,000 subs? Number two is like this video, and number three, in the comment section down below, just type in, I could use that $350. YouTube's not putting any ads on my channel. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You like my channel, please subscribe. Till next time, go out and stay safe.